Text, accessing and troubleshooting Hulu on an LG Smart TV. Subtitles.
Accessing and troubleshooting Hulu on an LG Smart TV.
Two people have a Hulu TV series pulled up on their flat-screen TV in their living room.
Hulu gives you access to thousands of shows and movies, exclusive originals, past seasons, current episodes, and more on your LG TV. Plus, you have the option to add live TV for sports, news, and can't-miss events. Hulu is a premium app and requires a monthly subscription fee. Hulu is supported on LG Smart TVs with WebOS 4.0 and above. If your TV uses an older version of WebOS, consider using a streaming device such as Roku or Fire Stick or other streaming devices. Hulu should come pre-installed on your TV. Simply search for the app. On WebOS 6.0, press the Home button and go to the app's list heading, the third row in the home screen.
Arrow points to the app list header.
For other WebOS versions, press the Home button and scroll through the apps on the home tray. If the app is not showing, you can search for the app and install it from the app/LG Content Store on your TV. To do this, press the Home button on your LG remote control.
Button on left side right underneath the volume control.
For WebOS 6.0, select Apps on the Apps List heading.
Clicks on the apps icon under App List.
For WebOS 5.0 and below, select LG Content Store on the home tray. Click the search icon on the top of the screen.
Top right.
Then enter Hulu and click Search. When you see the Hulu app in the search results, click on it, then select Install. When installing it, be sure to accept the user agreements. Some features may not work if these agreements have not been accepted. Note that for WebOS 5.0 and 6.0, LG account sign-in is required to install and update apps. If you do not have an LG account yet, you can create one through the LG ThinQ app on your mobile phone, or you can go to us.lgappstv.com on your PC browser.
Profile icon in upper right. A drop-down menu. Login is the third option.
To sign in on WebOS 6.0, click the profile icon on the top right of the screen, then select Login.
Settings is on the right side of remote control under the channel toggle. Apps appears on the screen along the right side. At the very bottom is All Settings. She selects this.
For other WebOS versions, press Settings, then click on the vertical dots, select General, then Account Management, and select your login method on the screen. Once installed, press the Launch button to start Hulu. Enter your login details and enjoy Hulu on your LG Smart TV. The Hulu app tab will appear in the Home launcher for future access. If Hulu is not showing or cannot be searched, verify the location setting. Streaming content is viewable based on licenses contracted between owners and providers. If your TV location settings are incorrect, some content may not be available. For WebOS 6.0, on your LG remote control, press Settings, then click on the vertical dots, then General, then System, then Location, then Country. Make sure it is set to USA and not others. For WebOS 5.0 and below, on your LG remote, press Settings.
The apps appears on the right side of the screen. She selects the bottommost tab.
Then click on the vertical dots, then General, then Location, then Country. Make sure it is set to USA and not others. Lastly, should you ever wish to uninstall Hulu, that is easy. On the TV menu, scroll to the Edit App List icon. An Edit Mode window will appear. Then click the trash bin icon above the app and click Yes to remove it. Common problems or issues with the Hulu app usually fall within 3 categories: problems launching Hulu, problems with Hulu playback, and Hulu errors and error codes. Now we'll cover all 3. For problems launching Hulu, or in any situation where the internet is involved, resetting your network should be the first thing you try. To do this, unplug your modem, router, and TV. Then plug them back in the same order: modem first, router second, TV third. Then, verify that you are connected to the internet and try launching Hulu again. If that does not resolve the issue, we can make sure the TV's firmware is up to date. Issues can arise if the app has been updated, but the firmware has not. For WebOS 4.0 and 4.5, go to TD Settings.
The button on the remote is on the right back side underneath Options.
Click the vertical dots, then General. Scroll down to About this TV and check for updates. If an update is available, select Download and Install. Then select Allow Automatic Updates. For WebOS 5.0 and higher, go to TV Settings.
TV Settings is the rightmost app under App List on the home screen.
Click the vertical dots, then Support, and then Software Update. Once the firmware is updated, test and see if that resolved the issue. If not, you should uninstall and reinstall Hulu, as already outlined in this video. If none of these steps help, then the last step you can try is to factory reset the TV.
The Settings button is on the right side underneath the Channel Toggle button.
For WebOS 4.0 and 4.5, on your LG remote control, press Settings. Then click on General. Then reset to Initial Settings.
The Settings button is in the same place on the following remote control.
For WebOS 5.0, on your LG remote control, press Settings. Then click on the vertical dots. Then click on General. Then reset to Initial Settings. For WebOS 6.0, on your LG remote control, press Settings.
The Settings button is on the right side right under the hub in the center on the remote control.
Then click on the vertical dots. Then General. Then System. Then reset to Initial Settings. Let's touch on Hulu playback settings. When playing a video from the app, at the bottom of each video is a button that gives you access to additional settings.
The button is on the right side.
These settings include changing language and configuring subtitles. Use the available settings to customize your Hulu experience. Hulu requires specific internet speeds to play content properly. If Hulu is routinely experiencing buffering or lagging, at the start of videos, verify your internet connection speed with a speed test. For standard definition, you need 1.5 megabits per second. 720p HD requires 3 megabits per second. 1080p HD requires 6 megabits per second. And 4K Ultra HD needs 13 megabits per second. If your internet speed test is not showing the results, check your network as described at the start of this video. If your connection is slower than you expect, please contact your internet service provider for help. If you see the following errors, Hulu may be having difficulties. Sorry, an error has occurred while streaming. Video no longer available or unable to reach Hulu. You can check if Hulu is having problems at downdetector.com/status/Hulu/. For further assistance, you can easily find our contact information on the LG.com website.
Icons: Twitter, Facebook, chat, email, phone.
Go to the support menu to ask us more questions.
This video is provided solely for informational and instructional purposes. This video is not intended to replace the product's owner's manual. For complete information on product use, setup, or assembly, you should consult the owner's manual and any other documents provided with the product. The information contained in this video may contain inaccuracies or typographic errors and is subject to change without notice. LG is not responsible for any direct or indirect damages or injuries that might occur while you are using or relying upon the information provided in this video. Depending upon its model, your product may differ in appearance from the product shown in the video. Also note that for instructional purposes, the video may depict the device operating faster than in reality. For any further questions concerning your product, please contact LG.com or LG Customer Information Center. This video shall not be copied, distributed, or reproduced, in whole or in part, without the prior written authorization of LG Electronics. Copyright 2022 LG Electronics, all rights reserved. LG is a trademark of LG Electronics Company Limited. Any other company names, product names, and marks are the property of their respective owners.